Okay, I'm ready. Are we filming?
We're filming.
Oh, sweet. Let's go then. G'day, guys. Here we are at Off Track HQ again. Got a pretty good video here. There's a lot of people that knew that I had these, and I'd say, really, these lights are getting a lot of attention. The steadies, they're really good. What, they're not steadies? Oh, Light Fox. Oh, whoops.
Oh, no. Oops.
Oh, whoops. I thought they were steadies. So, guys, we're talking about the Light Fox here. As everyone knows, they're literally the steady knockoffs. So we're going to do a couple of different things in this video. We're going to, one, do a review on the Light Fox. Two, we're going to compare them to steadies and see what wins. And then three, if you point her over at the cruiser, Lloyd.
Whoa. Righto. Righto.
We've got old HIDs on the cruiser. We've got old HIDs. What brand are they again, Ash? I can't remember.
X-ray.
Yeah, X-ray HID. So everyone would have remembered 5 years ago, HIDs were the bee's knees, halogen bulb, super high intensity, shoot really far. So I figured we may as well do a comparison between HIDs and now LEDs, just to basically see if it's worthwhile you upgrading. So full disclosure, I was sent these, not being paid for the review. It's just simply another thing that Vic Off-Road sent me to do a review on. And if they end up being crap, then I'll tell you they're crap. So as I said, if people are willing to send me stuff, they've got to be fully aware that I get to be 100% honest with it, good, bad or ugly. And let's hope it's good, because the Air Swag I've used plenty of times now and highly recommend it. So let's get into it first. I guess I'll sort of talk about what you get in the box, and then we'll go into Ash will give us some stats comparing them to steadies, and then we'll go out for a night drive and get the pre-footage of the cruiser with the HIDs, and then tomorrow these get installed. Let's get into it. So first off, I have to say, with the price of them, I was absolutely gobsmacked. So same with Lloyd. I showed Lloyd before he put some of these on his car, and we'll chuck to some footage of the ones that Lloyd actually has on his car now. He's got the square 9-inch ones, which looks phenomenal. The way he's done it, it just looks absolutely mint. You love it, don't you?
Love it.
And you've chucked them on at night, and are they bright?
It's silly.
I think you're scared of zombies with the amount of lights on your car.
Yeah, but I've got 5 on the roof, plus a 52-inch light bar, plus spotties.
So no sun needed for you.
No sun.
But anyway, yeah, when I showed Lloyd, it's aluminium. You get a massive aluminium bracket. The light itself is all aluminium. There's no plastic. It's just, they're bloody heavy. They're heavy, heavy duty, phenomenal lights. I love the copy of the Steedy with the cover. These ones are spotlights, they're not spread. And then if you're looking close, I'm not sure how good the GoPro will show it, but each one of these triangles is actually a daytime driving light. So you do get a DRL with it as well. Ash will go through the stats on how far they shoot, but it's looking like they're going to be phenomenal. So we can't wait to get them on. They're going to look mint on the car compared to what's there. So the lights themselves are really good. Plug and play. So if you have that style plug already, you can literally just remove your old lights and plug these in without having to rewire. Unfortunately, our HIDs are hardwired, so they're going to have to be all rewired. If you're not a fan of the orange, they give you an option of 3 different colors. So you get a gray, a yellow, or a black. And then same with if you're not a fan of using the Light Fox logo with the black banner to cover it, you can just go a clear, so you don't have to take your covers off. That can actually be lights turned on with that on there, and still protect the front of them so you don't break the glass. And then obviously all your wiring loom, you don't have to pay for that extra, they throw that in. Another thing I want to touch on, I know it's not a big thing, but I was actually gobsmacked for such cheap lights that they went to the effort of really packaging them well. So inside here is where all your covers sit, really massive piece of foam. And then there's even a cover that sat on top of that to protect them. And then again, if you look inside the box, Lloyd, completely deep foam. And to me, I can't see where they're possibly saving the money for what they're charging for these. But I guess that's a good segue into Ash to do the comparison of steadies, and you'll get your prices there of how much you save.
Okay, so your Light Fox comes in at $429.95, and your Steedies, your Type X Pro, which is the closest model to these, is $699. The power draw of the Light Fox is 310 watts for the pair on the Steedy website, it will say the power draw is 137 watts. I'm guessing that's for the single. So for the pair, it would add up to 274 watts. Our X-rays that we have on the Cruiser, couldn't find any pricing.
Too old.
I think they're too old, and
TJM used to sell them. They don't anymore, it looks like.
45 candles.
something like that. So all the information I could find about that was 100 watt, which I'm guessing is single as well. Both the Lightfox and the Steedy is aluminium housing, whereas our X-Ray was a polished stainless steel. The raw lumens for the pair for the Lightfox was 16,342 compared to the Steedy, which is 26,270.
Shiver me timbers.
So
Which
I might
is-
just run into that. So for anybody that doesn't know what lumens is, that's basically the amount of light that the lights put out. Not the distance, it's just purely the right in front of you, if you stand sort of right close to them, how much that area is going to get basically illuminated by how bright it is.
Because they talk about the maximum light being a certain distance away. It might only be 10 metres.
Yeah, correct. So you can have a really bright light, but it doesn't shoot very far.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to see as Ash will read through the figures. The next one's quite interesting to see. Steady and these guys have sort of gone for two different things.
Okay, so the lux rating. So for the Lightfox, the 1 lux is at 2.1 kilometres, whereas the Steedy for 1 lux is 1.15 kilometres.
So lux is your distance. So basically, lux is how they measure light as soon as you pick up light. So 1 lux is basically the very start of picking up the light coming towards you. So it's showing that these Lightfoxes ship, what was it, Ash? 2.1 kilometres they will light up down the
Do you reckon
road.
you'd better see it if you took your glasses off?
I've got wonky eyes at the moment due to the car crash. So I don't want my eyebrows sticking up here like this. So I'm covering up with the glasses. But anyway, yeah, the Lightfoxes, 2.1 kilometres versus 1.5. That is huge difference.
1.15.
Oh, 1.15.
That's
So,
massive.
Yeah, massive. So obviously, if you really wanted to light far down the road, these are the lights for you. If you're wanting to have more light closer to the car, then the Steadies will win. But to me, that's more a floodlight. So people that don't know, you have two different type of driving lights: a spotlight, which will shoot really far, or a floodlight that basically doesn't shoot very far, but normally is quite bright. Where the Steady looks like they've sort of, I don't know, even their spotlight is more a flood. It's not really shooting that far. But anyway, Ash, we'll let you continue.
Thank you. The voltage range for the Lightfox is 12 to 30 volts, and for the Steedy, 12 to 24 volts.
Do you know what that means, Ash?
No.
So that means anybody that's running a 24 volt system, the new Hilux is coming out now in 24 volt. It might actually be 40. So it basically means that, yeah, if you're running a bigger voltage system in your car, you can still run these lights. They work on 12 or 24 volt systems.
There you go. The operating temperatures between the two. So the Lightfox will work between minus 20 degrees and up to 60 degrees, whereas the Steedy will operate between minus 40 to 60 degrees Celsius. And then they are very similar in waterproof with a IP68 rating and colour temp, which is 5,700 kelvins. So both the same there.
Do you know what the kelvins are?
No.
I'm the only one that knows that as well. So kelvins is basically where it falls on the light spectrum. I'm falling asleep, Lloyd. Am I boring you? Well, people smash me. If I don't give all the information, they smash me. So, yeah, it's basically where it falls on the light spectrum, how yellow it is versus how white it is. These fall more towards the lighter mark, which is where most people sort of want to sit around that 2,700 kelvins. So from that, what we've basically found, we didn't give the old halogens. The old halogens does 1 lux at 1.4, so that actually beats the Steadies. So if you've got old halogen spotlights and you were thinking of going Steadies, keep the old HID lights. Much better than the Steadies. But yeah, so from that you can basically see, as I said, if you're wanting distance, these are a winner. If you're wanting closer to the car, we'll then buy these, but in a flood. And you'll get probably more lumens than that closer to the car. So what we'll move on to now, I guess, we'll cut to the next part, which is comparing the HIDs versus these at night time. So we've got a spooky dusty road that I found that is hopefully over 2.1 kilometres long, and we'll go down there and I'll get dropped off on the side of the road and hopefully not get murdered.
He just said dropped off, not picked up, hey?
I agree. That's what I heard.
I'll see you there. I've got a lux meter here, which you can see, which will read the actual light as Ash approaches with the cruiser. So this will tell us, as you can hear, that's Ash on the walkie-talkie. So we're real scientific here. Basically, once she approaches us and we can see her, we'll flag her down and let her know to measure. So
That's if we don't get killed
we'll
first.
start this and see how we go. I'd say I can see it. Can you see it on that sign lighting up?
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
radio.
Can see you now.
Oh my God.
That wasn't her.
Oh my God.
Sorry, wrong car.
Okay, take two. I don't know if you can see me. I need a flashlight.
Hang on.
Take two. So she left, what do we think, about 400 metre gap? She wasn't understanding that the lights are meant to shoot 1.2 kilometres, so we need 1.2 kilometres in between cars. So take two. Hopefully she gets a far enough gap in between cars.
Meanwhile, it's as scary as hell out here.
Which is amazing. There's so many cars and we're in the middle of nowhere. I'll put up a GPS where we're actually standing. This is freaky as all fuck. And there's across there, shoot the phone. Across there, don't know if you can see, that's all pine plantation. Where they put dead bodies. The bikies put dead bodies, apparently.
There's definitely yowies.
Okay, we'll let you know once we get close. Let's try this again. Okay, we're on here. So Lloyd, face this way, face the way she's facing.
But I'm actually blocking the light on your shadow.
Yeah, but all you want to do is look at the trees. So tell me when you can see the trees get lit up by her car.
We've ever done.
This is like the most scientific test. We've got a lux meter and we're waiting for the trees to get lit up. I can see them. Is that bottom of the tree getting lit up? Yep.
Yep, we can see you now.
We're using our eyes because the lux detector on the phone definitely doesn't pick things up early enough. Okay, what did we get you at?
700 metres.
Okay. So not what these advertise, but they are old. So we'll see tomorrow the new ones go on and we'll come out and do the same test and see what we get. Okay guys, as you can see, they're in. The Firefoxes are on.
Don't you mean Light Fox, Dylan?
Oh, concussion.
The thing's there. You know Firefox is that internet browser.
Okay, Light Foxes are on. The Steadies, the new and improved Steadies are on. Anyway guys, they're on and I think they absolutely look mint. What do you reckon?
Much better than what we had.
The orange, as you can see, I've taken that off and I've swapped to the black. The orange and the burgundy of the Cruiser just clashed way too much. Where the black, I think, really looks good. So what we've decided to do, you guys don't have to do this, but both of us really like the logo, and we think it looks really smick for during the day, driving during the day. So what we're going to do, we're going to run these most of the time, and if we're on a country road where we actually need the spotties, we'll take them off, and then they come with a clear cover which you can just chuck on the top, and what that's for means any of your stone chips will hit the plastic rather than the glass and won't break that glass. But this brings us on to the DRLs, the driving lights, which you can see they're on without the lights being on. And what do you reckon, Ash? I think they look really mint. I like the little spikes.
Yeah, I can just see the little spikes on the camera. They blend in a bit.
So, yeah, what they're basically little sort of, I'd call them spearheads that they've got sort of put around. As you can see, during the day, you're not going to see them during the day. They're not bright enough to actually stand out. But overnight, they definitely stand out. I really like when you have your headlights on. I'll chuck them on. Chuck on the headies, Ash.
Yes.
So there you go, headies are on, and I just think it really finishes the car off nicely having those lights in the middle. It'd be really cool. We might swap these to LEDs so we get the same colour rather than warm white. Get cool white on both, but I think they're really smick for the money. Incredible. So what we'll do tonight, we're going to go pick Lloyd up and we're heading out to that random little country road and we'll do my really scientific test. Don't take for a grain of salt, but sort of the distances take for a grain of salt, because obviously if we're, you know, 10 seconds slow on telling Ash that we can see the light, it's going to be significant different at the speed she's traveling. It's just basically to highlight the difference between the HIDs and these to see how much earlier we pick them up and how big of a difference it makes. So Ash and I have seen these on it tonight, but we reckon they're pretty mint and we can't wait to do this test to see how far away we can pick them up. So we'll see you out there on the random road. Hopefully we don't get kidnapped. Okay guys, so I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. Lloyd's ditched me. Thanks mate. So hopefully I don't get murdered. This is pretty terrifying. As you can see, it's 8 o'clock at night and it's 10 degrees, so it's absolutely freezing. You guys had better appreciate this. And the GoPros have actually decided to break, so bear with me because I'm having to use the phone. So I've got Ash set up 1.2 kilometers away, which is meant to be the maximum that these lights will work. So Ash, if you want to pull onto the road, and then we'll see if we can see your lights. So if you want to flick your spotties on and off. Yep, I can see that. I hope it's showing up in the camera. Go. I can see that. Go again. Yep. So guys, as you can see, 1.2 kilometers away, you can see those lights, no problem. 2.1. And then if you look that way, you can see the lights are completely lighting up the road. So I would say that's a massive win for these spotties. 2.1 kilometers. They will shine down the road and you'll be able to see them. And I'll show you some footage inside the car now as well. I'll overlay that. When you're inside the car, phenomenal. Like absolutely lights up the road in front of you. You can see every little mark. These are phenomenal. So what I'll do, we'll head home now and then I'll wrap this video up from there because I want to get out of the cold and hopefully not get killed while I'm out here. See you back home. Okay guys, so I'm back home. I didn't get raped and murdered, which is always handy. It's a pretty frightening experience. What was it like for you in the car, Ash? Not scary at all?
I was safe.
So guys, honestly, like, I know it's hard to believe what I say because I got them for free, but really, making these videos, especially these lights, this has been a real pain in the ass. That's our second or third time I'm trying to film that. Third time trying to film it. The camera broke multiple times, so it is a big pain in the ass to film these videos, and I would only choose to film something that I actually think is good. And these lights, as I've talked about, the outside is phenomenal, but I just can't get over how bright they are. Hey Ash, so you drive the car more. What do you think of them?
I think they look pretty sleek.
And how's the brightness?
The brightness is really good. You can see it's pretty much daylight.
And I know people say that, but it actually is, like, right in front of the car is so lit up. You can see all your potholes, everything. They're just incredible lights. And then, as we tested there, 2.1 kilometers down the road, you can still pick up the light. So that's phenomenal amount of distance it's shooting. So, guys, heavily recommend if you need some lights, look into getting these Light Foxes. It's been a while since we've
Light Foxes.
Had to say the name, Light Foxes. Yeah, heavily recommend them. So as always, like, comment, subscribe. If you've got a set, let me know what you think. And until the next one, see ya.